What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? And welcome back to TD PHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans, guys. We are live here just after the 8 o'clock hour here on the 2nd of April. Let me make sure I mute this. All right. We're here live on the 2nd of April. I wanted to come live real quick because yesterday was a pretty rough day for me, guys. I had gotten a phone call that I had lost a very close friend in college from the pandemic that's going on right now to many people. And it just was one of those days where I wasn't really up. I would just say I wasn't really up. It was pretty tough. So I appreciate everybody's patience in dealing with that yesterday. I know a lot of people hit me up, asked me, was I going live yesterday? But I just want to just chill out and deal with that for a little bit. And I wanted to go live tonight because I was going to chill today too, honestly, just to be frank with you guys. But I just sat back and I started to think, well, you know what? I wanted to check on some of you guys at the end of the day. We all are being affected one way or another with what's going on right now. And I know we all share a common goal of the Miami Dolphins winning the Super Bowl, especially myself. I mean, it's a massive goal that I would love for us to achieve. But at the same token, it doesn't mean anything if we don't have the life to actually witness it. And a lot of people aren't making it through some of the things that's happening right now, man. And it's tough. So first and foremost, I want to say, no matter what's going on your side of the screen, no matter what's going on, just remember, keep the faith, keep your head up, and know that you got a family over here at TD PHINSTALK. I love every single one of you all. Y'all know I tell y'all that all the time. Every single one of you all, I love you. I love you. I love you. I appreciate y'all supporting me, and just always know I will always support you as well. But at the end of the day, we just got to make sure that we continue to live. We just got to make sure that we continue to kiss and love on our loved ones, kiss your babies, hold your babies, kiss your wife, kiss your husband, do whatever you got to do to make sure that everyone around you knows that they're loved. Make some phone calls. This should be the time where a lot of people are calling people to check on them. There are a lot of people scared right now. And just the slightest allergy cough has them scared. So because it's not a joke, and it hit home for me yesterday. I must tell y'all that it hit home for me yesterday. It hit home because we're talking about a 35-year-old woman with no pre-existing conditions. Seems like everything was fine Sunday, and Tuesday night, no more. So it hit home. Someone who was a freshman in college when I was a freshman in college came in together. It's just tough, man. So just everybody that's going through things out there, if you're not going through things out there, you just got to make sure. I'm going to use this platform also to make sure that I let you all know that follow these guidelines, follow these rules, guys. Let's not put each other and our own families at risk. This isn't a joke. This is real. This is real. When I sit there and hear the president say there could be over 100,000 deaths and we're at 5,000 right now, this is real, ladies and gentlemen. Stay home. Stay protected. Make sure your family is protected. Make sure your loved ones are protected by all means necessary. If you got Z-Packs, different things to boost your immune system and things like that, go ahead and start creating a consistent regimen. That way, I'm just saying, because I want to make sure that our Fins family, we're all right. No one's immune to this. Me, you, anyone on this channel right now, no one's immune. But I want to make sure y'all all right. So I want to hang out with y'all tonight. And I don't want to talk too much about it. I definitely want to talk about Dolphin Nation, because at the end of the day, that's the common thing that we all share. But we also share humanity together. And no matter, and these are those moments where people start to realize they start to realize no matter what divisions this world has for us, no matter what differences we all have, whatever they are, at the end of the day, it's moments like this where we recognize that we're all human, and we all breathe this same air. We're all one. And that's why that's why we have to use moments like this to recognize that you're my brother. I'm 6'2". If you're 4'2", you're my brother. I'm an African American black man. If you're a Caucasian, Hispanic, or Chinese man, we're all one. We're all one, fighting this invincible thing together. And at the end of the day, man, we got to uplift each other. Humanity above all. Okay? Humanity above all. So I'm gonna let this time see. I'm not gonna so much. I'm gonna put the link in the comment section. I'm gonna put the link in the comment section, and I'm not going to talk about the pandemic. I want, if you all are in a position where you can hop on this live stream, I want as many people as possible. If you're in a position where you can hop on this live stream, I want you to hop in just to talk to me, just to hang out with me. I want to see how you're doing, how your family's doing right now, you know? And we're going to try our best not to mention the pandemic that's going on, but just chill with each other, man. Put some faces to names. Let everybody know, you know, how you feeling these days. You know, maybe what your situation is. Are you home right now? Are you just let us know, man. I'm gonna post the link because I just want to see some of you all. I want to hear from some of you all. I just want to chill with some of y'all, man. That's what it is tonight. You can ask Dolphin questions. We can talk Miami Dolphins, but at the end of the day, I just want to chill. Anybody is welcome to join the stream. I just posted the link below. All those who are donating to the channel, I appreciate it. Because at the end of the day, once we get over all of this, man, once we get over all of this, you know, at the end of the day, we got to keep on moving on. So we're going to make this channel bigger and better than it's ever been right now. But once we get over this, I look for everybody to help me do that, man. But shout out to the 142 people watching at this very second. If y'all can do me a favor and hit that like button, we're still going to be growing this channel. We're still going to be pushing these numbers. We're still going to be doing great things, guys. So hit that like button. We've discovered the secret to YouTube. It's just hitting the like button, guys. But first person we're going to bring on is Manuel Beretta. What's up with you, man? Can you see me?
Hey, what's up, man? I can see you. I'm just walking my dog and it's dark outside.
I see. It's pretty dark. Where are you at, man?
I live in Ocala, Florida.
Ocala. Okay. How far is that from Orlando? That's about what?
Like an hour.
30, 45 minutes? Okay.
Like an hour.
I'm in the Orlando area, man. How's things going in your area?
Good. You know, I mean, as good as it can be right now. I mean, right now, from what I know, everybody that I know is not affected. You know, but I know it's crazy. You know, it's scary, really.
Yeah. You know? Well, I want to say, man, you just make sure that you're safe. Keep those distances if you can, by all means. What kind of dog you got?
It's a Mastiff. She's pretty big, you know.
Girl, okay.
But I can tell you, I am so excited, man. I mean, we've made some of the best moves. I'm so excited for Brian Flores making his mark on Miami. You know, man, it's crazy to think that, you know, this is all happening within 2 years. You know, he's made oh man, right now what I think with our defense, even though it's not, you know, we haven't seen nothing yet, but just on paper, man, it's from where we were 2 years ago. Yeah, man, I'm excited, man. I can't wait to get at it.
Somebody just said in the comment section, Super Bowl bound. I agree, man. Hopefully I hope this whole situation doesn't strip away our season, man. I don't even want
to put that out there, you know?
Yeah, I hear you, man.
Hey, I actually got a question. Do you know the CBA rules? You know, does that get into effect the new team in the playoffs? Is that this year? Or is that going to be in the next season?
That's a great question. Here's what I'm going to do, because I've heard conflicting reports, and I think they voted on that recently where it does count now. But I'm going to refer to the comment section because there are several people that will know factually I don't want to give you what I think it is right now because I haven't actually read to say, yes, this is official. So the comment section, y'all let us know. I'll let you know in a second because they're pretty quick. Let us know in the comment section. Is the 18 playoffs in effect right now? I think it is, by the way. I just think that the 17 games don't go into effect yet, unless I'm wrong. But they'll let us know any second in the comment section.
Hey, so can I also let you know what I actually want to do with our 5th pick in the draft?
Shoot, man, let me know. I'd love to hear this.
So I would actually rather, this might sound a little bit, hey, come on. So it might sound a little bit crazy to some people, but you gotta understand where I'm coming from. With the number 5 pick, come on now. I really wouldn't mind if we were gonna trade out of that spot and still keep two picks in the first round this year and try to get 3 picks for next year. Because I wouldn't mind all these trade talks that they're talking about getting Joe Burrow and this. I would actually want that talk to come around next season if Trevor Lawrence ends up being the guy I think that he's gonna be. You know, I want the scenario where, yep.
Yeah, I'm going to address that real quick. But before I address it, I want to say I appreciate you coming on because I want to keep it moving. I have a lot of people backstage.
Yeah, okay, yeah. But, thank you. I love what you do. I don't always get to catch you live. So, just, keep it up. Keep making us content. I love
appreciate that, man. And I appreciate you hopping on tonight. And I'm glad that you're okay. Just make sure you stay safe out there and take care of the family, okay?
All right. Hey, you too.
Awesome, man. So guys, I've actually pondered with his scenario quite a bit. It's almost like a question of saying, do you want to fill all your holes now, or do you want to get your quarterback and still maybe have 1 or 2 holes by the end of all of this? So that's something that I've pondered as well. I have to be honest with y'all. I'm more of the type of person that would rather us go ahead and get an offensive tackle, a center, a safety, and a nose tackle, and solidify those before I even get the quarterback. But we know that they've already put us on notice that we're going to get this quarterback now, man. We're going to get this quarterback first. So not first. I can't say first definitively. It might be at 18 as far as we know. But we know that that's going to happen. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. But I'm with you, bro. I wouldn't mind filling the roster first and getting those players and filling all those spots, man. And what's up, Big Boy Sports News? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How about yourself, dude?
I'm great, man. If you're on a cell phone, you can turn it to the side. It'll give you a much better view, man. Just letting you know. Got the landscape going. There you go. And then we get to see the Can't Wait jersey, so it's even better, man.
You can also see the Dolphins. Just like that.
I see it, man. Nice. Sweet. So how's everything going, man? How you holding up?
I'm doing just fine. We started virtual school this week for high school.
I know my daughter.
Most fun.
My daughter just started virtual school, man. Yeah, I get it. Trust me. I get it, man. So where are you again, big boy? I forgot.
Oh, I'm in Orlando.
Orlando. See, man, it's too many of us up here, man. We really are going to have to all get together. I mean, once all this, that's probably one of the first things we're going to do. As soon as this passes and they say, all right, everybody can go outside. Well, I'm probably still going to wait about 3 years after, but y'all get my point. But as soon as they say, everything's cool, man, we're going to have to figure out something in Central Florida. It's too many of us live in Central Florida. We got to link up and just have a night. Just have a night out, man.
Yeah.
Somebody might have to help me get home, but I'm just saying. No, I'm just kidding.
I was hoping for the draft this year that I was going to have, because it's on my birthday. It falls on my 18th birthday.
Nice.
So I was hoping, I could have a bunch of Dolphins fans, come out, maybe even you, and go to, some sports bar. But now that's kind of ruined by this whole thing. So I have to watch at home.
All shot now. No love, right?
Yeah. Apparently the world hates me now. That it's gotta ruin my birthday.
It's gonna be all right, man. At the end of the day, we want to make sure the most important thing is that you being here on your birthday. All right.
Sure.
So when you look at what's going on out here, man, that's the most important thing, and it's a beautiful thing, man. And happy early birthday. I can't wait for that day because I look forward to it.
Thank you.
And at the end of the day, man, fins up on you, man. So any Dolphin questions you had or comments before I let you go?
Man, I'm just saying I am with EM all the way. Tua is the guy, by the way. And I hate you for being a Tua hater. You need to stop, TD. It's time to start buying your jerseys for Tua.
I don't hate Tua. I just have a strong dislike for him being a Miami Dolphin. There is a difference, ladies and gentlemen. There is a difference.
I really hope we don't trade up for him, though. I don't want to give up away any of the assets that we have. I'm not a person that's like, we have to trade up for Burrow or we have to go to number 3, because all these teams are going to get away with getting extra picks. If like the Lions, they're gonna have us trade up when we never even need to. So I don't want that to happen.
I hear you, man. Again, see, we go from 2 different extremes, like the gentleman said on the last stream. He'd rather trade back and get more picks and fill more holes, and then you don't want to trade up because they're certainly the exact opposite end of the spectrum, man. They're the opposite end of the spectrum. So I'm with you on that, man. I'm with you on the trade up situation. But again, I think that even me and a lot of the panelists, we've come to a conclusion that if Flores and Greer feels like that is their guy, whoever that is, man, at this point, man, do whatever you need to do. But again, well, I mean, I'm lying. Don't do whatever you need to do. But I think we all understand what I'm saying. Go get your guy at a respectable amount. And I'd even say this. I would pay a little more. If it's the guy you want, just go ahead. Go ahead. You know, that's where I'm at right now. But at the end of the day, we're going to find out, man. But I appreciate you coming through, big boy. Any last words?
Just everyone stay safe. Stay inside. Don't think you can just go anywhere and nothing's going to happen to you, that you're invincible to whatever's going on. But, you know, I can't wait for the draft. I'm actually like, and I paused watching the 2019 draft. That's how like hyped up I am. And I saw the Christian Wilkins pick and I'm like, yes, like, because I didn't watch it with audio around the first time, but
Wow.
now
Yeah, man.
it's just amazing.
Yeah, they got us on the old drafts, man, in the NFL Classics, man. But I appreciate you coming through. I'll check y'all later, homie.
All right, man. Fins up.
Fins up, bro. Yes, man. Again, guys, we could all look out for each other by adhering to the recommendations of making sure that we practice social distancing. Again, I love every single one of you guys, and I'm glad that I'm glad that we have a lot of people here tonight showing love, because we need this, man. A lot of people going stir crazy at home. A lot of people don't looked at their kids too long, looked at their spouses too long. That I mean, this is something that I've never experienced before, and I think a lot of you all can agree with that. But I want to bring in Shake Money. What's up, homie? Shake Money was like, yeah. We can't hear you, bro.
Hey, what's good, homie?
What's up, man?
How about now?
Yes, I can hear you, man. How you doing? How's the family? Yes, I can hear you, man. How you doing? How's the family?
Everything's good, man. Just,
I'm hearing myself. I can hear the playback. I'm hearing myself.
Okay, my bad. Now,
no, you're good, man.
All right, go ahead. What's good?
Nah, man. Where you at again? Let everybody know where you from.
I'm in Port Charlotte, Florida.
Port Charlotte. Listen, I am a Florida. Listen, I'm a Floridian to heart. I've never heard of Port Charlotte. Where is that?
It's it's in between Sarasota and Fort Myers.
Okay.
I'm in a safe zone. It's like I'm in lightly infected area.
I got where you are, man. You're north of the muck, pretty much.
I'm Fort Myers.
Yeah.
North of Fort Myers, south of Sarasota.
Got it, man. Got it. Awesome, man. I'm happy that things are better in your area, man. Stay safe. Make sure you're keeping the family safe. So, how you holding up in the house, man?
Oh, I'm an essential employee, so I'm.
Okay.
I work.
Well, that's all right, man. Whatever service you're providing, we appreciate you, man. Still going out doing the things that you do to keep everything still moving. in whatever capacity that is.
That's why I love, like I said, I don't listen. Sometimes I don't go to the live streams at night, but it's good for me because I get to listen to them on my drive times.
Nice, awesome, man.
I
I'm glad I could be there for you, man. So anything that you've been wondering about the Dolphins or had a question or a comment?
Hey, check this out, man. This is believe it or not, a mock draft done by Omar Kelly.
Yes, sir.
A first round mock draft, and I tell you what is my favorite mock draft. I wanted to speak to into existence. Well, let me find it real quick. I'm gonna tell you what. He did a mock draft without Tua. You know, he's a big Tua lover.
Well, I think he's coming to his realization. I saw something he said today, which basically is almost like his insurance comments, basically saying, you know, y'all got to go check it out. Y'all just go check him out on Twitter, man. Y'all get your own interpretation.
Check this out. This is for number pick 5, Isaiah Simmons.
Yep.
For pick 18, Jarek Wills, and pick 26, Jordan Love.
Jordan Love's not going to make it to 26. I see what he's doing there. I'm not opposed to what he's doing there.
I mean, it was like one of those fan speak mock drafts, but I'm just saying, if that was to happen, I would love it.
Yeah. I mean, if you can get Jordan Love at 26 and get 2 quality pieces on this roster before that, that's a W in the draft. That is a W.
Isaiah Simmons with the guy number again. I can't remember his name right now. Van Noy.
Yeah, it'd be nasty, man. It's a lot of potential on this defense for almost every addition we make in the first round on defense. If we did any defensive additions, it still will be an upgrade. No matter what first rounder we bring in, if it's going to be defense, it's either going to be a nose tackle, it's going to be Isaiah Simmons, Okuda, it's going to be a corner, a safety. It's going to be a huge up for our team. I will say that, man. But I like the Simmons move at 5. I'm not opposed to it. Again, I'm looking at that being a scenario where Tua's not on the board anymore, because if Tua lands at 5, I would even say he's going to be an option. It just depends on what's out there and who they want. So it just depends, man. This is the most intriguing draft that the Miami Dolphins have ever had in the history of the Miami Dolphins. And I don't remember any drafts past the 90s. So at the end of the day, I'm guessing there, but I can guess with confidence that this is going to be the most impactful draft in Dolphins history. And there's so much we can do. And we could all be shot draft night. I mean, people might look up and we don't select the quarterback in the first round, and next thing you know, we're getting hurts or something like that, man. Who knows? You'd be surprised, man. But
like I said before, to you before, the last 3 drafts we were projected to pick a quarterback, even with Tannehill.
Yeah.
So and they don't. The thing about
oh no, I cut him out.
My bad. Chris Greer loves it. To think that people are getting a quarterback, because that year we drafted Minka Fitzpatrick. There was a lot of teams that wanted to jump us to get Minka, but they figured, the Dolphins are going to get a quarterback. We don't need to jump up to get Minka because they're going to get a quarterback. And to their surprise, they got Minka. And who knows? They could have teams could have jumped up to get Wilkins, but everybody's like, Dolphins are going to get a quarterback. We don't need to jump up to get Wilkins. But to their surprise, guess what? We got Wilkins. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. And I actually like the last few years of our drafts, man. We've gotten some steals. Minka, I think, was a steal. Where we got him, Tunsil was a steal, obviously. Christian Wilkins, I love that pick right there. I mean, I just think all of these were perfect picks. These guys are all projected to potentially go even higher than they did. And hopefully we can get all 3 of our first round picks, or all 2 of our first round picks, or the 1 first round pick, or the 4 first round picks, whatever it ends up being if they trade. Hopefully we get players that could have went even earlier. It's just the way the dominoes fell. It didn't go that way, man. But Shake Money, I got a lot of people backstage. I'm going to bring you. I appreciate you tuning in, man.
And before I go, I want to leave you this. Remember this. Brian Flores, his last position with the Patriots was a linebackers coach. So you know Brian Flores is obsessed with linebackers. So
yes,
you know what I mean?
Listen, man, he's gonna get that position right no matter what. So it's just a timing thing. Let's see if everything can gel. I don't want it to just be I just don't want it to just be the linebackers. I want him to have that entire defense playing like they did when they won the Super Bowl before he came to Miami. But I appreciate you, man. Hey, y'all stay safe, man. Please be safe, okay?
Bless you, brother.
Love you, man. All right, guys. Oh, look who we have backstage, man. Man, let me see. I don't have no pain medicine. All right, I'll just weather the storm. What's up with you, homie?
What's good, homie? What's going on, man?
I'm good, man. I already know, man. We be talking all the time, bro. You staying safe, the family staying safe, and this is for everybody else who don't talk to you on a regular. I'm sure they love to hear.
Oh yeah, man. You know, we've been blessed. Everybody bunkered in, and it hadn't. We've been pretty much blessed to the point where it hadn't affected us the rest of the day. It's this whole situation is getting close to home, but it hadn't affected my family directly. Just so, yeah. But everything is good for the most part.
Blessing.
For the most part.
Absolutely, man. And I'm glad to hear that, man. I'm glad to hear that from everybody who's watching right now. If everything's going well, I'm so happy to hear it. If things aren't going, yes.
Can you hear me all right? You good?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. I was just saying, and for those who are watching, if things aren't going well, just know that I'm on my knees every night, talking to God about every single last one of you all, not individually, but as a group, because I'd be lying if I said that. Yeah, man, absolutely. Talk to me, man. What's your thoughts on this football season coming up, man?
Man, I'm concerned, bro. I really am. You don't want to kind of harp on this pandemic, for too long. But man, like you said earlier about what the president, his projections in terms of the loss of life, man, bro, I'm starting to get concerned. I always said initially, if they shut down the football season, we as American people, we need to be concerned. I mean, really concerned.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping they get.
You're right, because. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying you're right. You're right. I was actually agreeing with you on. You're right. If they shut down the football season, then we know, because everything that I've been hearing is that this is actually going to be stretched out over the summer into August, so forth and so. I mean, I've heard them say literally live that we're just trying to make it to the summer because this thing doesn't survive well in heat, and the numbers will go down. And when they go down, we'll be better prepared for when it spikes back up in August. So I'm realizing this is actually a long-term thing that we're going to be fighting. And the best way that we could do our part as individuals is following the orders to stay home, exercising social distance, and not putting other people at risk. Okay.
Yeah, I was telling you that. I was telling you, what was that yesterday? We were talking, and you see people are just, they're not, for the most part, everybody's taking it seriously, but you have a certain amount of people that, man, they just have no regard. They're just coming home the other day and saw these kids out there playing basketball. Crazy, and so, man, this is no joke. This is definitely nothing to play with. This is all for all of us in terms of, the situation, basically have everybody being, placed under home confinement and, giving orders, you can't do this and you can't do that here in America, man. It's crazy. But hopefully, man, we all need to be conscious of not to start preaching to people and not to get too religious on the platform, because I already know how things go, but we always have to.
Yeah, I'll say this. I will say this, and I say this as humbly. Well, how do I want to say this with the humility of cockiness? Okay, man, we can talk about faith on this channel all we want. It's my platform. I don't even care. I don't care about who like it and who don't, because Marvin even just said in the comment section, and I like what he said, but I want to elaborate on it. He said, pray about everything, worry about nothing. And that's real. Pray about everything, worry about nothing. But at the same token, make sure that you don't misunderstand the definition of worry. When we say worry about nothing, it's a form of having faith, but at the same token, exercise the common sense that your creator gave you in the first place. So worry in regards to having social distance, making sure that you're doing the things that you're supposed to do, because that's just that I don't want anyone to be bogged down in ignorance with this whole thing. I understand the statistics. Well, it's only a 2% mortality rate, X, Y, and Z. But first of all, those percentages are going to go up if this thing persists the way it is. Not only that, people, this is your life. I don't care if it was a 0.000000001% chance. It's your life. Make the right decision. Okay, make the right decisions. All right. But everybody, you said everybody's good, the family, kids, everything, right?
Yeah. My direct, my immediate family, I should say, is, everybody's good. And,
awesome.
They're not playing with this, and they're taking the instructions that the government has given the American people to hard bunkering in and taking the necessary precautions. And I advise until we're told otherwise. But just always remember who's still sitting on this throne in the midst of this storm, who still yet sits on his throne. So I'm gonna say that, and I'll be done with it.
Absolutely.
So, but yeah,
always will.
So we're gonna talk to or what? We're gonna talk to or bro or what? That boy,
we ain't talking to it. We trying to uplift people. He's trying to uplift people, not break them down.
Hey, that boy looks fantastic, don't he? Oh man, he looks phenomenal. Oh
yeah, man. So, we are gonna release that next Dr. Tape you and Tua made.
You didn't see the one that's been floating around Twitter? I released that one already. I released that one last night. You didn't see it? Okay, well, I advise everybody to go to Twitter.
I also saw all the reports that said. Instagram. I also saw all the reports that said Tua's workout videos are actually giving more GMs concern.
Man, come on. I mean, TD, really, you can't see through that, bro. Come on. This guy.
No, because, bro, I read the article.
He submitted all of his medical documentation to all 30.
No. You're breaking in and out, bro. I don't know if EM can hear us, but he's frozen on my end. There he is.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
He submitted all of his documentation to all 32 teams. You see the video, you see the visual documentation that substantiates everything that his the MRIs are stating, the favorable MRIs that he was given, the favorable checkups that he was given. They're saying he's moving around just as well, or maybe even slightly better than what he was prior to injuring his hip. So it's funny how all of this favorable, in terms of the medical, has come out, and then all of a sudden you hear these tweets and reports that Brian Flores considers him a high risk.
That's right.
We haven't heard anything from Brian Flores throughout this process. Not one word. All of a sudden, all of this positivity is Tua has put out there in terms of his medical, and all of a sudden Brian Flores comes out and people are quoting him directly saying, our level of interest might not be as high as people think, and that, Flores still considers him too high of an injury risk to pick in the top 5. Come on, man, stop.
You said we ain't heard nothing. Hold on, let me get a few things straight first off. You said we ain't heard nothing from Brian Flores this whole time, right?
Not a word.
But yeah, you keep on talking about it. He keeps sending you bus tickets. I don't know what that's about.
No. I'm talking about in regards to Tua. Okay. He hadn't told me anything about how he feels about Tua. He hadn't said anything to me. I'm just saying in regards to Tua, but I communicate with him all the time. He said, "Just hang on, EM. Don't worry. We are conducting our list. You know what I mean? And I will send you the email of all the players. Josh Rosen will be number one of all the players, and I'll tell you to print them tickets off and meet them down in personnel to issue them." So yeah.
Here's what I heard. I heard that the reason why GMs are even more concerned about Tua now after he's been releasing these tapes and these clips is because he's trying to sell himself more than he even needs to, and that's what makes them concerned. He's out there. I understand. I understand I understand where you're coming from with this, but I'm just saying it makes sense to me, man. I mean, at the end of the day, I just
all about driving.
You know what, Em? Let me tell you another thing. Let me tell you what I don't like. There is a bunch of crap about his medicals. And let me help educate the people who are watching right now. This is why you can't listen to these quote unquote medical professionals, doctors of Tua Tagovailoa. Because every time this kid goes and gets checked up, especially the most recent, they didn't say Tua Tagovailoa's last check, everything was fine. He's 100%. He's back to healthy. No, that ain't what they said. You know what they said? It's overwhelmingly amazing, the results. How you gonna have overwhelmingly amazing results? You either healed or you ain't. It's too much selling involved. No. The results were overwhelmingly amazing. Like, what? Come on, bro.
No. What they mean by that is, TD, it's a time. What they mean by that is the time frame from when the injury happened to now. That people generally don't have that. They don't get that. They generally don't have this level of success this early in terms of his rehabilitation. That's what they mean by overwhelmingly, TD.
Stop,
and it's true. It's fact. It's factual.
Stop.
I'm being real, TD. I'm being real.
This man, this man has actually been on his exact timeline. It hasn't been any early. This has been the timeline. We're going to wait a month for this. We're going to wait another month for that. Then we're going to wait the 3 months, and this is that check. Everything has been the exact timeline, and his body is where it's supposed to be in that timeline, which is the same thing. Let's get this straight. When he went a month ago, they didn't look at something and say today, when they looked at it again, oh, look, it's grown better, or it's doing this now. Yay. No, they went in again and said, oh, it's still the same. So, yeah, it's holding up. That's all they're doing now. The surgery, everything's done. His healing process is done. Now they're doing we're going to wait in 1 month to see if it's aggravated. We're going to wait another month to see if this is a hiccup. No, it's just on course. But you know what we got to hear? Overwhelmingly amazing.
No, T. No. I disagree with that, bro. Like I said, they were expecting. They gave the initial prognosis when he got hurt. Mm-hmm. They were expecting him at this juncture, further, like maybe August to July, August, maybe, to get this level of range and motion, to get this level of a lack of soreness and all of that in the hip. They were expecting him to look like this in August.
Bro, you can't tell me anything about lack of soreness. That's a matter of what comes out of his mouth.
Okay, well, range of motion. Let's get in terms of fluidity and range of motion. They were anticipating him looking this well in July or August. And that's what the doctors were anticipating.
No, Ian, that's false.
Initially.
They didn't have a gauge on his range of motion will be wider by August. No, they said once he resumes football,
they had an opinion. TD, but this is what I'm saying, bro. Listen.
No, what happened? Okay.
You good? You disappeared.
Oh no, I had to I made a mistake. Or I had to let the wife in.
Oh, okay. But no, they're talking about TD. the severity of the injury, okay? And they were basing his rehab off the normal what generally happens when a individual sustained a injury like he sustained, okay? So they projected that out over, it was like a 9-10 month window. So all they're saying is based on they were able to pop the hip back in place initially at the stadium. Okay, the surgery went well, couldn't have went any better. His rehabilitation, obviously, okay, when you're considering the medical checkup he received at the combine and his rehabilitation to now, he is ahead of schedule. He is ahead of schedule, bro. And that's all they're saying. Okay, they might be adding.
The part that you're saying that is false is like things like range of motion and stuff like that. Bro, he got the same range of motion he got right now that he had 2 months ago, bro. Same range of motion. They weren't checking for range of motion. They knew once it was healed, he should have range of motion. Now, him in his workout, everything that would be different comes out of his mouth. I don't feel pain. I feel better when I do this. That's all words out of his mouth. I think Tua trying to finesse a team. He trying to say, hey, I want to go number 1, number 2, number 3 overall. So I can get cash.
In case he does drop.
What happened?
Then he get like draft insurance in case he drops. I think I read an article like a long time ago about that. But TD, Tua is okay. Okay.
Yeah, he okay.
Tua's okay. Tua's okay to come to us because a lot of us who have a sense.
He's phenomenal. He's phenomenal.
You might be overselling right now, Ian. I think he's okay to come to us. I think he's okay to be taken in the top 5. No matter where he goes in the top 5, even if he goes to the Lions, they have Matthew Stafford. If he goes to the Redskins, they still have Dwayne Haskins, who they'll boot out next year. Who else? If they go to the Giants, well, he can't go to the Giants because they have Daniel Jones. So I think I'm missing like one team. You guys will put it in there. So he'll be able to sit. He'll be able to sit, relax, get to where they want him to be, where the organization wants him to be. It's not about where Tua says he is. It's about where the organization putting them in.
He's phenomenal.
Listen.
Did he not say he could start?
He said he can start right now, yeah. But that doesn't. Yeah, that means he can go in and compete. I can see him competing. You don't see him being out Fitzpatrick.
Listen. I think my plan for Tua, if we do select him, when we select him, and I just want to give a shout out to the not so great one, Devore. I see you at the bottom of the screen, homie. The not so great one. But anyway, but the not so great one. But me personally, when we select him, because I'm a firm believer Tua is still the target. I would err on the side of caution with him. I think personally we might disagree on this. Fitzpatrick earned to be the starter based on his play last year. He earned it, in my opinion. And no matter what quarterback they select, they are going to sit and learn until either Fitzpatrick reverts back to Fitztragic, or whatever quarterback comes in and just blows us away. So I would err on the side of caution and let Tua continue his rehabilitation, sit, learn, study, and just get 150% healthy before I would entertain putting him out on the field.
I think that's the only place I disagree strongly with this panel. I'm not sold on Fitzpatrick being my starter next year.
I hear you.
I'm not sold.
And that's fine. And that is fine. That
might be what you're stuck with anyway, given the current circumstance. Unless Josh Rosen
stuck with y'all, man. Y'all are sleeping on
EM. Let's be realistic, right? If Fitzpatrick were to have gone onto the market when free agency starts, who is going to pick him up? There's a reason why he costs $7 million. Good quarterbacks don't cost $7-8 million. Come on, there's a reason. He's just feeding his kids and getting through week by week. That's it. He's not a starter in any other organization.
Well,
that's the sad part. Come on, if he's not a starter in any other organization and he's on our team and he's starting for us, that says a lot.
Listen, I am telling you this. I've been telling y'all all year. I have, based on what I've seen on tape, okay, Ryan Fitzpatrick, I see development at 37, 38 years old. I see discipline. I see his anticipation got better last year. I see structure all in his game, and that's falls under the umbrella of development. And I think if you get him, he was able to consistently, okay, I would say the second half of the season, consistently implement he consistently applied that structure into his game for the second half of the season. Okay, without, again, I want to say this, without the benefit, okay, the worst rushing attack in the 100+ year history of this league. I don't think y'all really realize how difficult to have the kind of season that he had with the worst rushing attack in the history of the NFL. I don't think y'all realize how difficult that is. I really don't.
Let me put this Ryan Fitzpatrick conversation to bed. Let me put this Ryan Fitzpatrick conversation to bed once and for all, okay? I agree with Finsanity. First off, I already understand why she feels the way she feels.
Hi, Ian.
Because what's up, Bob Anthony? So I agree with Finsanity and why she feels the way she feels, especially if you can go find a better option. You know, you want to get better at the position. But we need to make sure we understand something.
What would be a better option, really?
I don't know, but I'm saying if you do have one out there, then you try to go get it. So that's why I said you may have to be stuck with them. That's why I said those exact words. So, but let me finish this about Fitzpatrick because people got the wrong perception.
Oh, go ahead.
Let's get something straight here. I do admire and appreciate his. I ain't gonna say second half of the season, but I'll be able to say the last 40% of the season. I don't want to give him 50% and say half. I appreciate his last 40% of the season. I think he went out there and left it all out on the field and gave us his best play. Okay, but I think he did just that, left it all out there and gave us everything he had left. And when I talk about Fitzpatrick, we gotta stop praising what he did last year for this reason. When did we start giving quarterbacks credit for half a season? Just because they start picking it up later. That ain't no different because we can hope and dream that next season he comes with a refined game for 17 games or the playoffs. We can hope for that. But at the end of the day, who's to say we don't start this season and he's Fitz tragic and then late in the season he turned it on again. So I appreciate it at the end of last season, but at the end of the day, before I praise him and say that he's more refined and polished now, when we're stuck with him this season, let me see it for 14 out of 16 games at least, and not 5 or 6 out of 16. You see what I'm saying?
Well, so let me see it not against the Jets and the.
Actually,
and that's the dude was horrifying.
Actually, he did. Actually, he did something. Okay, with an inferior team, he did something that Ryan Tannehill couldn't do in 7 years. Went up to New England. They were in a playoff situation. No, listen, hang on.
You're not about to go there.
Hang on. He goes to New England. Okay, New England had their entire season on the line. Okay, they were in a playoff. They are. If New England wins, they get the number 1 overall seed. Okay, he goes into New England in Foxborough, something that Ryan Tannehill he couldn't even do in 7 years.
You're going to kill Harry as your number 1. As a beat on the
I don't want to hear that.
Hold on.
I don't want to hear that.
You know what? If would have went out and looked great against Tennessee, I could have gave you that. But the performance they put up, come on.
Listen. He beat a second playoff team with the Philadelphia Eagles. Did we not beat the Philadelphia Eagles?
I know. I give him that.
Two playoff teams now.
Yeah, Philly was a playoff.
First of all, teams falter in the second half against Miami anyway because of that he gets to them. Don't do that.
Well, listen.
But I give him that. I'll give him that. Parker balled out.
Listen, I'm telling you
something before I go.
Oh, go ahead. Anthony wanted to say something because I think he got to go. What's up, homie?
Yeah. Ian, I'm a Tua fan, but realistically, let's say we don't draft him and we wait till a later round to draft a quarterback to develop him. What quarterback do you like if we don't draft Tua, let's say?
Me personally, my personal preference, if we don't select Tua, I'd rather have Justin Herbert. That's mine. I think that kid, that kid, I understand. Me and Reason, we go back, it seems like every day we go at it about Herbert. You know, he's not a big Herbert fan. I am. Well, I'm not going to say he's not a big Herbert fan, but I'm more of a Herbert fan than what he is. But Herbert has a lot of elite physical traits that you can mold, okay, you can build. I get he needs refinement. Every quarterback, Tua needs refinement.
Highest upside, if you ask me.
He's got the highest upside out of all of them. And I'm telling you, if we don't select Tua,
This is my comparison for him, if you agree with this. He kind of looks like a bigger version of Phillip Rivers. Do you agree with that comparison?
No, I see Ben Roethlisberger. I see a lot of, like, if you go back the year Ben Roethlisberger came out, and you are able to, if you go over the pre-draft evaluation on Ben Roethlisberger, it's eerily similar to what you see in what evaluators are saying about Justin Herbert. Eerily similar. And this kid is like, he's a notch or two more athletic. He's a better athlete than Ben Roethlisberger, but in terms of arm strength, arm talent, they are very similar, but he's just a much, much better athlete. I told you, he's the white version of Cam Newton, in my opinion. And even at this stage, he's a much more refined passer than what Cam Newton was. And I can see why, if you look at the reports, the going back to last year, okay, the two quarterbacks that have been linked to Miami the most is Justin Herbert and Tua Tagovailoa. And I can see why Miami is intrigued by this kid's skill set, because he has elite traits, elite. And again, he needs refinement. I think that the reason why in terms of his evaluation, in terms of anticipation, in terms of his distribution to the intermediate part of the field, I think the reason why he's not graded as high as Tua, as Joe Burrow, is because of the lack of the weaponry he had around him and the offense that he was in. Okay, with that being said, he's going to need refinement. But I think this kid, his overall physical package that he brings to the table, that is a lot to work with. And I keep telling y'all, coaches, Dean, when they're picking and in the top of the draft, in the top 10, they value physical traits more so than anything, because whatever quarterback that they're bringing into their program, their game will be scaled down and rebuilt according to the vision of the whatever coach selects him has for that particular player. So this kid, that's who I want. If we don't get to it, I want Justin Herbert. I like Jordan Love as well, but I like Herbert just a little bit better.
Ian been out here eating his Wheaties, man. The first thing I'd have never heard him say, and he ain't say nothing wrong here. But no, but I hear you, man. I hear you. Justin Herbert, though. Let me tell you something that I've been thinking about for a few weeks now. I just haven't said it. Something makes me feel like we're gonna end up drafting Justin Herbert because he's the least mentioned smokescreen, quote unquote. He's the least mentioned, yet he has the highest upside. He has all the attributes. I've always thought that he may be that sneaky pick that we just grab, and we really did throw everybody off. We would have thrown everybody off if it's Justin Herbert. I know you still get some articles and rumbling about it, but trust me, in my opinion, he's the least mentioned to me because I hear a lot about Love. I hear personally a lot about Love. So it'll be interesting, man. But back to this Fitzpatrick, man. Back to this Fitzpatrick real quick. Listen, man. People, y'all got to stop that mess, man. The guy literally like let me ask you, is it 50-50 or does Fitzpatrick get more credit? Devontae Parker or Fitzpatrick at the end of the season? Who was better?
Listen, TD, listen. Obviously, listen, all due respect. I attribute to when I hear it, y'all not the only ones that make these comments about Fitzpatrick, about he was just throwing up 50-50, but that's ridiculous, first off. You know what I attribute that to be attribute to? With all due respect, and I don't mean this to try to insult anyone. It's a lack of film study. I've been sending you film clips all year. Well, since the season has been over with. I've been sharing them in our private chats, TD. As so you know,
I want to tell you 50-50 balls, but go ahead.
I know what you mean. When at times, and again, bro, how many times have we seen Ryan Tannehill over the years attempt to make that throw, and he can't make those type of throws for the life of him. How many times have we seen that? Goal line fades that are goal line fades, okay? Those are 50-50 potential 50-50 balls that he attempted and couldn't make that completion for the life of him. How many times have we seen that? So when y'all sit up here and y'all discount Ryan Fitzpatrick for his I attribute that to be when a quarterback makes a throw like that, okay, it's very few that can make plays like that consistently. They don't have that kind of touch and they don't have that kind of ball placement. So when y'all are disrespecting him saying, oh, it's a 50-50 ball, it's easy to make that throw. It's actually not. It's actually not.
I'm not talking about,
especially when you consider.
You have the wrong perception of what I'm talking about. I understand what you hear from everybody else, okay? But my thing with Ryan Fitzpatrick, with these quote-unquote 50-50 balls and everything, we need to give a little context here of the situation Ryan Fitzpatrick was in versus the context of what other quarterbacks was in. You don't want bringing up Tannehill. I'm not. But let's be straight here. First and foremost, in the second half of the season, Ryan Fitzpatrick didn't have many 3rd and 10s, 3rd and 11s, 3rd and 12s, 3rd and 14s.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Let me finish.
Let me correct you. Go ahead.
It's all right, man.
My bad.
He didn't have a ton of them, and not like the other quarterbacks, because I agree with you. Yes, he did. He didn't have a ton of them like the other quarterbacks that you mentioned. Also, play calling in those situations, spreading it out as well. We have much better play calling in a lot of those situations. And to give credit where credit is due, the defense actually played it well on a lot of those situations. Fitzpatrick said, nothing's there. I have to go with my only option. Let me throw it up to Devontae Parker. And I give him credit for putting it in a place that's going to allow Devontae Parker to be very effective and efficient to go up and get it to where the defender isn't going to have the advantage to make a play on it. So I give him the placement and everything, but it is total different context. What I saw from Ryan Fitzpatrick late in the season was, first of all, a spread offense. They spread it out a lot. He was in the shotgun primarily later in the season. And also he was hitting his underneath guys, having a lot of 2nd and 3rd situations. And then a lot of those shots we took were coming on 2nd and 3rd, which made it a lot more one-on-one situations because teams were more prepared for a shorter game or in the box. That happened a lot. It was a lot of game flow that the coaching staff put him in, and he took advantage of. I'm not taking a single thing from his play. I keep giving him props for the second half. But my only argument is it was only a second half. You know how many quarterbacks I can show you like Ryan Tannehill, who's had a great first half and bombed it up in the second half? Oh, so we want to go ahead and give a quarterback credit for having a good second half and not one for having a good first half. No, we ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna treat them all the same.
No. Listen. No, that's not. Tannehill played half a year, bro. He didn't play the entire season. How many games did Tannehill miss this year?
6. More than Fitzpatrick, bro.
Okay. So listen. This is why. Listen, TD. Listen. Listen.
Hold on.
This is why I give.
I believe.
Huh? What's that?
I think it's 7-3.
He went 7-3.
Yes.
That sounds about right.
Oh, okay.
I think him like after Jackson.
Listen.
He was 2-4 when he took over.
This is okay. Well, this is why I give one of the main reasons why I give so much. I look at Fitzpatrick's season And obviously Brian Flores and Chris Griffin feel the same way, okay?
No, they don't.
Because of the okay. Well, but listen. Let me make my point. When a defense knows that you don't do, when the defense knows there's no threat of the running game, that makes the quarterbacks, that makes everything you're trying to do on offense that much more difficult. The windows get smaller because if there's no threat of the running game, again, the worst running game in a 100+ year history of the NFL, bro. Okay, the windows get smaller. You have more guys dropped in coverage, which means Ryan Fitzpatrick, his anticipatory skill set has to go up a notch. Okay, his ball placement has to go up a notch. Okay. Also, we were even talking about how many times have we seen him drop back to pass, bro. Okay, and he immediately has two guys in his face, and he immediately somehow miraculously gets out and gets out, outside the pocket, and he consistently made plays with either his leg or his arms.
I agree with
his improvisation. His improvisation. That's a 38-year-old quarterback out there led a NFL team in rushing. That is crazy. Again, all due respect, when I hear people say that, it's just due to a lack of film study.
Bro,
so go ahead.
How many times are we in the red zone against the Jets?
But for half a season. That's all the argument is about.
No.
The only thing that the fact that you can't say that we can't get better than Fitz is that's the only part that I don't get. You're saying that this man has earned something. The Dolphins, hold up, I did not interrupt you, Ian. I sat here, I smiled, I let you and TD interact. Hold on.
You're right.
The Dolphins were projected 4.5 wins. We got 5. So how did he overachieve? Even with that roster that we had. So how did we overachieve? How did he earn anything? He did what they expected him to do by over half a game. Like, we were in the red zone so much against the Jets. It's funny that we didn't win that game. It's funny when your kicker sets the record for most field goals in a game. That is crazy. And I test sports. Yes, it is an open panel. That's crazy. I get that. I get the last thing that we saw from Fitzpatrick was the throw to Gesicki in the end zone, and it was a beautiful one. It was great. It's like he had size on that guy. He could do that up. He could do that 5 yards that way, 5 yards that way. Gesicki was open everywhere. I get it. He did what he was supposed to do. Bridge us through this rebuild and all that. But now that we are at a position where I say, why not get better? We have a defense behind us. We are building, and we have invested so much into a defense behind us. For you to say that the fact that we can't get better than Fitzpatrick, like I don't
never
get
said
that.
I never said.
I
never said we cannot.
You argue the point of why should we? You said Fitz earned it. You said Fitz earned his spot to start next year for us.
Because he did. No, I'm saying Fitzpatrick is. Listen. Mm-hmm. Obviously, there are better individual quarterbacks. There are better quarterbacks out there with a better individual skill set than Ryan Fitzpatrick. I never said that, okay? But I'm talking about for this team, okay? How this team gravitated, how this team bonded around him, okay? Our offense, Parker, Preston Williams, Gesicki, the O-line, all of them, how they bonded around him, gravitated towards him. And they took on this whole.
I wasn't going to do that. I wasn't going to say it.
Whatever. Anyway, well, again, before he got hurt, he was on pace to break the single season rookie record of all time. Okay, and I attribute that to Ryan Fitzpatrick. So anyway, this team, this offense, especially once he got his feet wet and he got settled. Okay, this team took on his personality, and this is what I'm saying. Again. 3,500 and some odd yards, 4 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 8th in total QBR in the entire NFL. 8th now. 8th.
Against the Jets and things like that.
Again, I say it again. With the worst running attack in a 100+ year history of the NFL. Okay? So next year, you project the defense got better, which means we're going to get they're going to take the ball away this year, which gives our offense more opportunities. We're going to address the O-line. The running game will be better. Okay. So I am making a projection of Fitzpatrick. This is what I'm saying. What I saw on tape, if he comes back next year and he continues the consistent implementation of that structure that he learned last year, that I saw consistently on tape last year, I keep telling y'all, we will be sitting here next year talking about Ryan Fitzpatrick coming off a potential Pro Bowl-like season. I keep telling y'all that. But
I just have one question for you, right? You saying all this stuff, right? He's been on other teams for multiple years. There's a reason why he's not on those teams anymore, because he hasn't been able to do it. Ryan Fitzpatrick, he started out hot against the Bucs. Oh, James was losing his spot. But then what happened with all those weapons over there? So don't tell me if you give him a team and a defense what he'll do, because you've already seen what he's capable and not capable of doing. He's done it for the Jets. He did it for the Bills. He did it for every single team that gave him a shot. There's a reason why he's a journeyman. It's because he's a career backup who tends to go to horrible teams or teams who need a backup. Something happens to their starting quarterback. He comes in, he creates a spark, he creates this Fitzmagic narrative, and then the clock strikes 12. But then fan base is going to hold on to that little glimmer and little glimpse of hope. Heck no. Heck no.
Hey, listen. How many times?
With what you did, I'm demanding you give me something better than Fitzpatrick. Because he's never done it. He's never 2 seasons together. You're not understanding, bro. You're talking about what he's done. Well, let's look at his history. There's a reason why a quarterback like that is a journeyman. You know what? Had we let him go, maybe the Jets would have signed him. Because the fact that they took David Fells, we're not going to get on that. They don't make me happy by doing that. That's their backup. But let's move on, bro. Come on, you really talking about this dude is that dude?
All due respect.
No matter what
listen. I never said that.
He can't get you in the playoffs. He can't get in the playoffs.
Hold on, I can't hear y'all.
What should we do with him? What can we do with him?
No. Okay. Well, all due respect. I say again. Okay.
Show me who you are.
Again, all due respect. Okay.
I
strongly urge. Listen. I strongly urge everyone to stop looking at 50-50 ball highlights on SportsCenter.
I'm looking at the competition we played. I'm looking at the competition we played. Ian, how about you do that?
Two playoff teams? That's not enough.
Okay, Ian. Just I'm hearing your argument.
2 first-round extra playoff teams. Come on.
Stop it.
Come on. Why did he beat the Ravens? Where did he beat the Ravens? He couldn't even beat the Redskins. Man, get out of here.
Hold on. All right. They getting crazy, man. Well, okay. We keep talking about 2 playoff teams. I don't get why you keep bringing up. First of all, one of them was the Eagles, who the only reason they won the division is because the Cowboys imploded and the freaking Redskins sucked. I mean, didn't they get it?
Okay. Listen. For the record,
the Patriots.
Hang on. Listen. Record. Hang on. Huh?
Ask you. No, I wanted to ask you earlier, but I don't want to forget this. I wanted to ask you. You talked about Fitzpatrick, what he did to New England. So which was better, what he did in New England or the Miami Miracle? I'm just curious.
What's that?
Which was better, what he did in New England or the Miami Miracle?
What he did in New England. Teddy had nothing to do with the Miami Miracle.
What you
mean? He had nothing to do. He had nothing to do with the Miami. All he did was hand the ball off.
He could have chucked the Hail Mary. He worked on the play.
Kenyon Drake is so.
You know why you're a hater? You know why you're a hater of Tannehill still? Because at the end of the day, you saying he had nothing to do with Miami Miracle. Tannehill was throwing touchdowns.
And listen. And
to the point to where it could even happen. But you want to give Fitzpatrick credit for the whole New England game, but you don't want to give Tannehill credit for the New England game. Because the Miami Miracle had 4 people in it.
Listen to this, TD. Listen to this. He beat New England in New England, and he didn't have the benefit of a 250-yard rushing game at his disposal that Ryan Tannehill had. I'm gonna drop the mic on that one. I'm gonna drop the mic on that one, homie.
I gotta get out of here though, man. I actually have to get out of here. I was supposed to go for an hour.
I know you do.
I gotta help my wife with some stuff.
I want to address that. I know you do.
Listen, man. I gotta go.
In New England, without the benefit of a 250-yard back at his disposal. Okay,
bro. They were resting their players, man. But anyway, man.
Okay.
I know they wanted to win so they can get the number 1 seed. We actually ruined that for them. But I got to get out of here, man. Before I go, I just want to say to everybody again, y'all be safe, man. I just wanted to hang out with y'all for a little bit tonight, make sure that we got the family together. I'm glad for everybody who came on the stream, everybody who let everybody know that they were good, and everybody who said it in the comment section. Again, we just got to be safe out here. We got to do our part by staying inside and adhering to everything that's been said that we need to do so we can do our part to make this situation better, man. But I love every single one of you all. And that includes you too in this case, EM. It's just this case, all right. Real talk. Oh yeah, I got to mute it. But real talk, y'all be safe out there, man. I wanted to again come through and just hear from y'all tonight. Any last words from you two before we get out of here?
Fins up.
Get in the film room, everybody. Get in the film room.
Someone is loyal to the logo. Someone is loyal to the logo. You holding on to Fitzpatrick too tight.
Man, okay, I gotta go. But listen, real fast. If I cut this off, you know why. But listen, if Fitzpatrick takes us to the AFC Championship game and we draft 2, then who's starting in 2021? I gotta get out of here.
Well, bro, no. Listen.
He's speechless, dog.
Hang on. If Ryan Fitzpatrick, if he takes us to the AFC Championship game, Tua is gonna ride the pine another year. There's no way you move off of him, bro.
No, that's my point exactly, y'all. This team is gonna take us to the AFC Championship game, not Fitzpatrick. I gotta get out of here, man. Peace, man.
All right, bro. Y'all be good, man. Y'all be safe.
I'll about this later. All right, Fitzpatrick. Love you, girl.